Like it's working. We have, how do I do this? Let's do this. Open up bookmarks. Go here. Let's do this. Hey, that's me. Open up our pop-out chat. And there we go. And now, hello YouTube. Bop. I missed. Hello YouTube. There that is. And hello Twitch. Sweet. Now, chat is working, and I just need to announce that I'm live. Oh, maybe I should also check what I'm live for. ... What is my info today? Okay, it's good enough. Sounds good. Discord says it's not the Discord page. Updates at stream pings. Live today. Doing more for our Lore of Heroes. That sounds cool. All right. Now to actually do more for it. So, you may notice my outfit is different today. There is like a local pride thing that I decided this was my rainbow element. And then, I don't know, actually, I don't know what about the sweater, but it was warm. But there you go. But I decided, I don't know if it's a hard decision, like if I've totally made it. I don't know if it makes sense to do it while live also, but sure, yes. And the propeller hat is kind of part of my brand anyway, except that Smolant keeps wearing his propeller hat, which is exactly the same as mine. I'd love to find out who has had theirs longer, because I'm pretty sure I got this for my 16th birthday, which was, oh my gosh, like 8 years ago. Well, a little less than 8 years ago. So I've had this for almost 8 years. Can Smollett top that? I don't know. And yeah. Okay. So here is, okay. Here was what I was working on off stream, because of course I keep adding notes to this off stream. I don't remember what all is off stream, but this is what I added most recently. Self-love plus selfless love equals light. Light plus hope plus trust plus connection equals super light. Now, I don't quite know what that all means at this point, but here were my thoughts going into that. I mean, so the last stream, or maybe the one before, I was looking at the word love and whether it's cliche or representing what I want it to represent. the selfless kind. But then in some conversations with in some deep conversations with family about philosophy, I was thinking about this little equation right here. Oh, I didn't take my medicine yet today. I should do that. I was thinking about this equation right here, where it's important. Oh, wait. My stream thing says this. Can I just click on this and then it fixes? Okay, that's good enough. I have some tinkering to do there, but I haven't finished with it yet. Or I could do it on stream. I could even do it right now while people aren't here yet. But once I start, I won't be able to stop until I finish it. That might take me a second. But I was messing with the source control plugin and realizing I could use it to simplify a lot of my setup. And yeah. This is all the... Is this my pregabalin? It is. Okay. So... Yes. I got all those. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Oh yes. So I was discussing with some family about deep philosophical conversations. And I kind of came to this idea cuz the more I've been working on light, the more I've been thinking like there are philosophies of good and bad where you just want more of the one thing. But in so many aspects of life, if there's too much of a particular kind of thing, it can be like self-love, for example. Loving yourself is different from like the pride or arrogance that comes from loving yourself too much. And like that kind of self-love becomes like narcissism, and that's bad. But if you don't love yourself enough, then that's also bad because even if you're loving and helping others, if you can't help yourself, that can also be unhealthy. So and I was trying to figure out what kind of love I was going to be talking about. So I think it is self-love and then selfless love. And then this one I'm still kind of working on because there's more to it than just this, I think. Like hope specifically. What is hope? It is like it is an optimism for the future that things will work out. Is sort of my working definition. I wonder what define hope. Actually, define hope. A feeling of expectation and a desire for certain things to happen. That's one way. A feeling of trust. Interesting. I didn't know those used to mean the same thing. A person or thing that may help. Their only hope. Okay. Grounds for believing something good may happen. He does see some hope for the future. Yeah, it's this one that I'm using the most here. Optimism. But I really like the word hope. Um, like like in Avatar, they use the word hope and they make it cool. Have you guys noticed that I like Avatar? Let's put this one down. There, that looks better. Okay. Look how much of a good guy he is. Okay, okay. Also, his eyes may be significantly further apart in this picture. But that's fine. Oh, Twitch viewers are going to get an ad. Whew. Let me think of what I'm trying to say here. I need a stream won't be able to tell, but I do need a shave. Okay. So there's more than this somehow. Why is there more than this? Because hope is light too. And I feel that feels right to me. That optimism. Okay, okay. Let's picture this without hope. You want to do the best for yourself and for others that you can, but you don't think anything good will ever happen, and therefore, there's no point in even trying. And then you're in the dark. Okay, now we're getting closer, I think. Love, hope. Let's see. I think what am I differentiating? Oh, and then I put connection here too. Okay, back from ads. I just swapped this out a little bit. Self-love plus selfless love equals love. The love that I'm talking about. And then love plus hope plus trust plus connection equals light. That's what I wrote. Let's see how right I was when I wrote that. Um Hope. Okay, okay. Let's differentiate what these mean. Hope is the brightness um of perspective for the future. It's optimism. Trust is okay, if this is believing that the future will be better or believing that good things can and will happen, is this believing that people can and will do good things? And and then connection is just having okay, okay. Connection I kept feeling like this was important. And I wonder if I could pull up some like what if I look at a therapy manual? Oh, manual therapy. No. Therapy principles, relationship, present moment, awareness. Ooh, let's look at these. These look interesting. Oh, you gotta love the sites for how old they look. Okay. Who is the source here? Okay. Ooh, that's close to what I got. Um, I mean, this doesn't look. I mean, it can still give us a place to think, things to think about, and I like things to think about. Ooh, issues. Okay. Let's look at these. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. Wait, what's accessibility view? It's it's the same site. This is hilarious to me. Okay. Um okay, brain is buffering. Okay. Relationship with yourself and others. Present moment here and now. I don't know if there's a word for that. Well, just like presence or awareness, experience, a good experience, good memories, making clear, appropriate choices, responding rather than reacting, developing courage to be a more present, alive, authentic person. I kind of put this one into like self-love. If you can love who you are enough to be yourself, but also love yourself enough to decide uh and work towards being better. Because I think that's a trap that some people can fall into, which is where self-love means they're perfect exactly how they are now and don't need to improve. I think that people are perfect how they are, subtract time. So you are exactly who you are in this moment, and you should love that person, and you should love them enough to help them to grow. That's sort of where my philosophical stance is on that. Because if the moment you decide you don't need to grow, you lose humility and you lose the ability to learn things you could be missing. And we're all missing things, so we all gotta keep growing. Let's see. To meet life's challenges with dignity and grace. Here. Let's move these and try and figure out what we're looking at here. Honor. That's one. That's a good attribute. Integrity. Like, it's not growth, because it's your willingness to grow. Oh, do I have a message? Rocking that hat today. Sure am. Sure am. Let's see. And oh, wait, willingness. Yeah, willingness to grow. Okay. So since last time, I think I came up with a better definition for the love that I'm referring to, which is self-love and care for yourself plus selfless love or love for others. Because I think that if you have too much of one thing and not enough of the other thing, you start to, like, I think there's probably still light in that, but you start to lose some of the potency of it. Like, I mean, self-love unbridled becomes pride or narcissism. But selfless love without any love for yourself can also become unhealthy, where you're doing so much for others that you um that you're losing your ability to do things for others because you're unable to be healthy yourself. So I think that's a pretty good definition or equation for the love I'm referring to. But then but then we're working on more here, which is love, hope, trust, connection, light. And this is what I'm kind of working on right now because I wrote this down and I wonder how much I agree with it. And because I think this is one of the most important parts of it, but I don't think it's the whole equation either. Like I don't think that love necessarily covers hope or optimism. Yeah, it's like this love is purely a good thing, but these can get out of balance with each other. So it's this balance. It's almost like if these are proportional. Okay, okay. I feel like there's a math concept here that I would love to know how to notate, where the more of both of these, like it. Okay, wait. Let me try. Let me see what's in my brain and see if it's good at all. Um, let's call them L1 and L2. So, wait. I feel like there's a way to notate this. And I want to. Oh, there's ads. Okay. Okay, I'll try. I'll try. Okay. L1. Okay. If L1 equals 1 and where's my and symbol? There it is. I'm glad ads are short. Okay, you barely missed anything. Except I found where the and symbol is. If L1 equals 1 and L2 equals 1, then L equals 1. Okay. If both 2, L equals 2. Now here's the question. If they're different, then if different, take minimum? Maybe? If they're different, we take the minimum? I feel like that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Because if you have 0 of 1, then you're gonna be unhealthy and unhappy. Okay, okay, okay. Let's picture the world where self-love equals 0 and selfless love equals 1. You're doing things for others, you have a good intent. And that doesn't feel like 0. That feels like, what, do we take them both and average them? Maybe that's it. Because if we took them both and averaged them, then this equation is true. So then we don't have to have if statements. It's just or always average both. Okay, but there's also the part where, okay, I'm getting messages. There's also the part where if you have 0 selfless love, then self-love is almost entirely, is it entirely bad? Okay, picture that. You don't care about others, you only care about yourself. There's not a healthy amount of self-love to have in that situation. Maybe? Okay, well, maybe, like, there's some, like, I think these might be a more complex relationship than I'm really. It might just be multiplied. Let's just do. There's my multiple. Or wait, actually, I have an actual multiplication symbol. There it is. Let's call it that. Let's say that's good enough. It's complex. You gotta have both, and if you have less than one of the other, or 0 of one, I don't know if you can really have 0. Yeah. Let's say you can't have 0 of this, like Emperor's New Groove teaches us. Everybody has a little bit of love for others in them. This, yeah. If neither of these can be 0, then absolutely. We could add Emperor's New Groove to our inspiration collage. Also, I kind of want to add Zuko. Ooh, actually, Zuko, I was thinking about the other day, has a pretty excellent way to see how well our system works, because he clearly is fueled by anger. I I don't know if that's, maybe when I'm old and gray. It's maybe it's too epic. I don't know. I have to become a little bit more epic in order to ascend to that point. Okay. To give others hope, love, or trust is light. See, and now that's where the selfless love is coming in, because all of these things, maybe, but it doesn't really matter their actual relationship. What matters is that more of one equals more total. I think. I think I may be getting too deep in our philosophical rabbit holes if I try it. That maybe I'm trying a little too hard here. Okay. Because all we need to know is what things are good, or really what things are a part of the equation, so that we can found our superpowers on those and then figure out how that works in the lore of the game and the mechanics of the game. And then once we have that, we're pretty much in the clear. So, Zuko. I think Zuko has light and anti-light. He carries a lot of anger and shame. shame, which would detract from his light. But then he also carries a lot of honor. Math equals not fun most of the time. Did you have to do a Google search to find that equals not? Oh, I should put that one on my keyboard too. What's my keyboard right now? Chrome. Let me make sure this is all things I can show. I mean, can I just sign out of the Google profile? Because that's not the one I want. Oh. Well, now that's gone and... Oh, you're on Mac OS? Okay. Let's see. Okay, well, actually, I just got rid of my keyboard. Wait. Key map. Oh. Okay, well, never mind. I'm realized that... Oh. Um... Okay, now I ended up updating a program instead of... Yeah, I do have a fancy... So my keyboard does whatever I want it to do, whatever I program it to do. I think this sweater would look better on my brother. I don't think it suits me as well as it would him. Maybe I should give it to him. Let's see. Yeah, so because my keyboard does whatever I want it to, then I don't worry as much about, like, Mac combos. Though, on Windows, the way it kind of goes is you can either choose the standard US keyboard, which has no accents or things, or you can choose the international keyboard, which gives you, like, accents and things. But I don't know if an equals not symbol is really on there. Advertisements. Okay. Anger doesn't make one evil. Yeah, so this is the power of evil, but not... Okay. I was just talking about anger gives you evil powers, but anger doesn't make one evil. Oh, maybe, evil equals... Evil equals anti-light minus light. So Zuko wasn't evil because he honestly had a lot of hope and a lot of honor. He just didn't know that he had honor. Or integrity. Integrity is another one. Integrity. Anger plus an absence of love for others as an element of the void. See, Zuko is controlled by anger for so much of the show. Or he does so much in anger. But it's throughout the show you see he does not have a disregard for life. He still cares and works for others, like in the episode Zuko Alone. And it's just problematic that finding his identity is... But I think that basically works within the system. I think I think that we stick anger over here. And we stick narcissism. I think there's a double S somewhere in here. I think I was right. Okay. Anger and narcissism, as opposed to shame and pride. And this is the bad kind of pride. The good kind of pride is like self-love, basically. So okay, but look how many sources we got over here. Is there any way we can encapsulate this into a smaller set of ideals? Like which ones of these encapsulate the others? Hope and optimism, they're basically the same. Trust might even be a part of those, I'm not sure. Truth, justice, and the American way. Oh, I love that you know to reference that. That's awesome. Man, I wish the American way still went alongside those two things. In some ways it kind of does, but in some ways I feel like the public's opinion isn't still that. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting 2 sounds for every notification. I don't know how. Oh, I can pause chat? Okay, well, maybe I fixed it. Okay. Probably not, though, because I don't think it did. Okay. Let's see. Humility. Is humility just loving yourself enough to... I think in the balance between self-love and selfless love is humility. You love yourself enough to let you learn. You love yourself enough to give yourself loving correction. That's kind of it. Okay. So maybe that goes in there. I mean, I'd love if honor was one of them, because honor is just a rad... Well, let's see how we define honor. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. High respect, great esteem, integrity, honesty, uprightness, ethics, morals. Yeah, I like that. So honor, integrity, virtue. Love, that's where service goes. Identity. Like there, maybe? I actually don't know. What is identity? What about identity is good? Because Zuko clearly had an identity crisis where he thought that his purpose was something different than what it was. So maybe identity actually goes under purpose. Maybe Zuko had lost his purpose, his true purpose, and struggled to find his identity. Oh man. Okay. So I don't know, these things kind of go together. Purpose and... But Does that mean there's one thing that encapsulates them both? Intent, identity. I mean, maybe identity encapsulates purpose. But I think you just have to specify that it does, because I don't think people will think that by default, maybe? Perhaps. Um, something just happened in the Discord. But I don't have Discord chat enabled at the moment. Or wait, was that the chat? Or wait, I just saw a notification. But I don't see anything. Maybe that's bugged. Anyway. So, can I collapse these into... Hmm. Yeah, I figured you were about to say that. That always happens around this time. I'll let you go, and I'll keep working on it. Nice seeing you too. And good luck in your classes. Man, we are getting somewhere with this. This is definitely stronger than it was before. Take care, man. Hope classes go well for you. Hope it's a good day. Now, the real question is, can I find categories that apply to all three of these? I don't know where anger fits in. Okay, maybe anti-light gets to be separate in some regards. What is a... I mean, those fall into absence of love too. Actually, all of these kind of do. If you don't care for others, that's where so many of these come from. It's almost like positive self-love is more dangerous and negative selfless love is more dangerous. You need to have them both. But let me put that. Self-love without selfless love is dangerous. Oh, well, that's just one thing now. Because they're a relationship to each other. Okay. Okay. Oh, and a willingness to grow. What is that? That goes into identity. Maybe. Actually, I'm not even sure if it does. Where did I put humility? Did I put that anywhere? Humility I put in... I mean, it pretty much goes here. This is also where concern for others fits in. That's like the positive kind of fear that we see in Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. You know, just to clarify, it isn't necessarily that I get my entire philosophy from excellent movies and shows, but it definitely is the easiest way to relate these things to others because shows that do an excellent job of showing this are the easiest way to talk about it with people that don't want just lectures on philosophy because a good story is the best kind of lecture on philosophy that I think there can be. Yeah. I mean, I think that even fits for religious and non-religious people. Like if if you decide that things in scripture aren't true, that doesn't mean they that there isn't things to learn from them. But definitely popular media is a much more easy way to talk about those kinds of things. All right. Um thievery, jealousy. That would be interesting to put in there. I really like the idea of light and anti-light battling over what the idea of freedom is. Because here freedom means like light inherently. Oh, wait, what does that sound mean? Wait, what do we have? Wait. I see you just subbed. You didn't have to sub. Thanks for joining. Oh, you get the first badge because not many people have subbed. Fun to see you. Let's see. GG easy. Wait, I think I have both of those emotes though. GG. I don't. Or oh, I guess. Oh, I'm thinking of easy. Easy. What? Clap. That's stupid that it did it like that. But whatever. Easy clap. Whatever, I'll stop messing with emotes. Wait. And this did the wrong clap too. Oh, that's wait. Delete message. There we go. Now I'm still cool. Silly. Okay. I may have warned. I forget how much I told you what I do, what I've been streaming here. But literally right now we're just deep in philosophy. We have game design over here, and ideas about the game over here. But over here we're just. Uh oh. Now I gotta hydrate or dihydrate. Dang. Some people use those way more than others, and then I have to do all these silly things that I programmed in here. Streamer distracted, mission accomplished. Fair enough. Oh, I don't think I've even followed you yet. Can I just do that right now? Click. Oh, well, that just... Well, I could block user. What about... I spelled Twitch all the way wrong. That I see. I love you.
Yep.
Oh, no, I did follow. I did follow. See, I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend. In some aspects, at least. Okay. So, what's the quickest way to catch you up to where we're at? Uh-huh. I want a game that can connect friends that are far apart. Oh, except you're on Twitch and I hear an ad coming. So, let's see if I think there might have been something that I wanted to add to this anyway. Magic. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Make everyday heroes feel like the heroes they are. I want to put that in bigger text. I want to make being a good person feel like a superpower. Feel like I want to make being a good person feel like a superpower. And make everyday heroes feel like the heroes they are. Okay, I just added that part again. Okay, but I'll put this one. I'll put this at the top, and then I'll put the other ones after that. And that probably fits better. Okay. They should be back from ads any moment, I think. Unless... Why haven't I heard the ad is over sound? Oh, there it is. There it is. We should be back from ads at this point. Okay. Okay, so this is the... What pitch? Oh, I hear... No ads for... Oh, yeah, you just subscribed. That's... this is hilarious to me. Twitch sub perks. Okay. This is the... gameplay pitch. Okay. So our... We have 3 kinds of goals here. Why? Those are locked? Why are those locked? Okay. We have magic system goals. We have... Whoa, what kind of goals are those? Intent? Game... Like the effect of the game? Game effect goals? And then we have gameplay goals. There we go. Now, every time I have to explain this to a new person, this board over here gets slightly better. Okay. So the goals for the magic system, which is what we're working on right now, is I want to make being a good person feel like a superpower. So people feel like, you know, like you watch Avatar The Last Airbender, then you're like as a kid, you're walking around the house pretending you can bend, or like you watch Star Wars, you pretend you have the Force, you have the lightsaber battles, or anything like that. I'd love if this made it feel cool to be a good person. So like, I mean, there'll be magic effects of it too. Like maybe the Force really is a part of this too. But like, wouldn't that be a cool foundation for this to be on, that they're learning, that people are learning that these basic these basic principles are what powers their power, which is like true in real life. If Because I believe being a good person is a superpower. There. I can stick that on there. The only tricky part about that is I think different people have different ideas of what that is and looks like. So I'm ending up. Oh, by the way, if you want to go to this board, it is on my Discord. A link to it is. You can't comment on it because I don't have a paid plan because I'm broke. But what am I saying? You can look at this and see it better if you'd like. Let's see. Yes. The gameplay, basically I want to combine like an overworld like Link's Awakening, but let people play Animal Crossing in it too. So it's like you can go on adventures and fight, or you can build a lovely home for yourself. I am working on how the magic system affects, because fighting with swords just sounds and feels cool, except the violence isn't exactly the aspirational part of that. So I was working on like maybe hitting somebody with your sword passes magic fishing. I don't even know what you could possibly mean by that. But passing your sword through someone instead of hurting them, maybe it just hits them with your emotion, which could be your care for them or your hate for them, which would make the other person stagger, which seems like that could almost make sense in a fight where you're trying to hit somebody with your feelings, basically. So talking during a fight is almost as important as... Could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not quite set on that. Right now, we were figuring out the source of light. Oh, and we complicated it with also having anti-light. Because we were talking about this. We looked at light and dark and decided that dark didn't sound like evil. If dark is the absence of light, the absence of love, or the absence of optimism, or the absence of honor, just puts one in the dark where they're lost and need to learn things. It's only when you start to derive your intent from anger or narcissism or... So basically, darkness is apathy and anti-light is hate. Perhaps. I think there's a little bit of apathy that's in here. Like I don't think darkness really approaches a disregard for life. 'Cause that's almost like... This is that you don't care about it, but I think the baseline is that you know that murder is wrong. I don't know. That seems about... Like, darkness is just lost. And that is... It doesn't make you a bad person to be lost. And it maybe doesn't even make you a bad person for some aspects of this. Evil is, I think, anti-light minus light. Okay, because like if I approach this system, let's throw Thanos in here. Thanos is trying to do something good, but he's fundamentally flawed in that he's lost his respect for life. And the respect for what his actions will do to the feelings of those he affects, which I think gives him like a tiny bit of light and more anti-light, making him a little bit evil, but not fully and fundamentally evil, but just leading to his actions being evil actions that need to be stopped. Then if I throw Zuko in here, Zuko derives his power from anger. And he's lost a lot of light in that his purpose and identity are that his purpose and identity have been manipulated by others. So he has anti-light in this way. He's lost in the absence of this, but he also has honor and integrity. He has a trueness to himself that he needed Iroh's help to find that he had. So between his light, dark, and anti-light, I think Zuko lands almost right in the middle, except that in his pursuit of Aang, he's probably a little bit drifted this way. That once he realizes a better purpose and he can drift more over to here. Yeah. See, earlier when I tried to put Zuko and Thanos into the system, they did not fit. I had to change the system. Now I think we're getting closer. And then you have like Ozai, which is just all the way over here. Lust for power, murder, manipulation. Like, his manipulation is what caused Zuko to lose sight of his light, I think. He made Zuko feel like his honor was something that it wasn't. Or then you have Sauron over here, which is just full evil. He just is evil. And that's okay too, for a character. In a story, at least. Not exactly okay for somebody to be. But I think we're landing on a system that makes sense. The thing that I was trying to define was what is the definitive source of light. Or maybe I just shouldn't define it all the way. But if I want to gamify the system, it has to be defined enough that things you do in the game affect that. Like, where does gratitude go? Does that go in here? Gratitude? Oops. Not that. I think... Let me make those overlap just slightly so the lines aren't so thick. I think this is about right. So are we calling this... Are we calling these the definitive things? Hope, love, honor, and... Wait. Are purpose, identity, and intent in honor? Shoot. See, this is where I just need, like... I don't know. But this is so much closer than we were before. At least, this doesn't have to be the only framework, but if it's a framework that works, Oh, and personal growth. Did I put willingness to grow? Yeah, willingness to grow is right here. Freedom of self. Oh, yeah, and I was talking earlier about I like the idea that 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 light and anti-light have a different definition of freedom, where this is more like I can do whatever I would like. Yeah, this is like I can do whatever I'd like, and this is like I can be whatever I'd like. Maybe I should write that down. That actually sounds kind of cool. Freedom. I can be who I want. Or I can be the best version of me. I can be as good as I can imagine. That's close, but not quite. I can be as good as I can imagine. And this is I can do anything I want. This is close, but not quite. I can be whoever I want to be. Whoa! Welcome to the stream. Okay, you might have to help me with your name pronunciation. Is it a 3D game? All right, well, now we go back to my board of things. Okay. Or I could just answer your question and say, yes, it is a 3D game. Yeah, I don't think it's 2D. My gameplay pitch. This doesn't look centered anymore. Whatever. Unity. I was drifting towards Unreal a little bit more, but it's not out of the question. Oh, my window's getting really bright and it's making my face side. Here, 1 second. I'm gonna change up my lighting. No, not yet. There we go. That's softer lighting. All right. It could be Unity. I was thinking it was probably going to be Unreal, but Mohit. Am I emphasizing the H or no? I have no I don't have a basis of where that name is from or how to try and pronounce those. I'm sorry. But I'd like to be saying it right. Okay. So India. So probably Moet without emphasizing the H. Moet. Okay. I'll say Moet it is then. But please do tell me if I end up drifting and pronouncing it wrong, because I like to respect that kind of thing. Okay. Probably this is the most important. Let me scooch that above the other two so it feels okay, but also I want to make this feel intentional, so let's do that. Okay. Yeah, cool. So the reason reasons for game. Maybe. Okay. I want a game that can connect friends that are far apart. I want to create a means for people to bond, meaning this should be a game for everyone. What does that look like? Well, I have some ideas. My best idea for that at the moment is taking the exploration adventure of Minecraft or Zelda with the homeliness of Animal Crossing and a world building that can feel at home for any fantasy. I've been working on the world building in Magic. The gist of it is that that it's a combination of a bunch of things where imagination is king and heroism is power. Something like that. So what we've been diving into lately is trying to make being a good person feel like a superpower, and then in the game give you superpowers. So we've been basically diving into philosophy, which is whack to do for a video game. But I want to make sure that I want to make sure that I guess I thought I disabled right-click shortcuts. Interesting. Okay. Sorry about that. Where was I? So we're not trying to solve philosophy necessarily, but we're trying to at least come up with a framework that works well enough that we can use it to inform our game mechanics that affect or inform our lore and game mechanics such that it feels this way when you play the game, or if there are stories in it later. I feel like using this world for D&D would also work pretty well. So, yeah, that's about where we're at. Where does connection fall in here? Connection. I feel like connection is an important part, but it also might just fall. It almost falls under love. Okay. I started defining love in this context as a self-love. Probably just, I don't know. I don't know their exact relationship, but self-love and selfless love is what constitutes love. And if you have those in an imbalance, that can be bad. But having lots of both is good, so long as it doesn't get twisted and end up in like a self-love that equals narcissism or pride. And then, let's see, connection. Why was I thinking that was so important? Because connection is an important part of like your mental health. Like if you have love for others, but then you don't do anything with it, it's almost like connection is love plus action. And none of these have action. And action should influence this. So, okay. Hope, love, honor, identity. I mean, I could just add a big one that says, these principles in action. And then that's where we get connection. And that's where we get Actually, that is where concern for others goes. Well, yeah. Well, no. Actually, that's not true. That still goes here. Willingness to grow. Connection. Growth. Actually, gratitude could be one. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Getting a little chronic pain in my chest for that. Gotta love that. But we're good. It's not that bad right now. Me wondering if the weather actually does impact that. I have not that's been the hardest thing to figure out. I've figured out a lot of things that impact my chronic fatigue and chronic pain, but some things just still feel random and I don't know what causes them. But okay. This feels pretty good. Hope, love, honor. Let's see. You're right, you're right. Oh, but I got lightheaded. That was too deep of a breath. And now I'm getting a phone call? Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second. And we're back. Just gotta make plans. And yes, okay. Growth is a source of power. Growth is class time, gotta go. Also have a random emote. Awesome. um, I need to leave at least in an hour, but I probably should leave sooner because I have plenty of work that I'm behind on. But I feel like we're onto something here. Okay, okay. Hope, love, honor. Purpose, identity. Purpose is a thing that you can have. Identity is a thing that you can have. They almost feel separate. Where does okay, resolve probably goes actually wait. Uh, my messages are I'm getting lots of them right now. Okay, okay. Purpose has our good intent. and resolve. Wait, does bravery fit into this? Bravery is more like these principles in action. Bravery. Okay, so we're adding things left and right. But where? Wait, why is this? Okay, there we go. And then identity. I don't know where identity goes. that one's kind of a weird one. Maybe identity is an effect of the power. I think I like that. I think identity is an effect of the power. I think identity is an effect of the power. Yeah. So Zuko would have lost identity not because he wasn't doing the things that build it. He had his honor, but it wasn't a part of his identity because he was too caught up in other things. Okay. Freedom to be, I can, who I want to be. That's pretty good. Oh, come on, phone. Let's quiet down for just a minute. There we go. Okay, so if I were to simplify this into our definition, I think trust is a part of hope. Or I think trust or hope is a part of trust. Okay. Let's go with hope. There. See how that just made everything better? Now this doesn't have to be definitive. This is what we know. Oh. Okay. To give others hope, love, or trust is light. Ooh, the giving. Service. And what else do we got? I mean, I feel like there's a better word for this. It's like helping others. But if you help others to find these, I feel like that's even more. Okay. Yeah. Helping others to find these is definitely an example of love. Now, what are the things that I want to focus on? I mean, perhaps connection. Okay, I think I might actually need to respond to this real quick. Wait, I have to find a really specific emoji. It was required me. Hand. Oh, that works well enough. All right. Hope, love, honor, purpose, connection, growth, bravery. This is kind of too many things. I mean, let's put hate over here. We forgot that one. I think, let's see. Hope, love, honor, purpose. We're so close. Sick. Now I have plans to see Dune 2, so that makes me happy. I should watch Dune 1 again, I mean. It's been a minute. Okay, well, this give this gives us something to think on until next time, I think. How do we collapse these into a concise definition? Oh, actually, maybe I just solved it. It's just goodness, right? Um, I, it's just good goodness. Well, is that, but is that too vague? Like, goodness doesn't teach you what goodness is. So that's a definition, but that's not. Okay, okay. Now, oh, this is such a great quote. Okay, okay. I oh, screen grab this and I put it on Discord. And then I ask, let's see, I guess we put it in brainstorming. Here's where we got on stream today. Note the question. Oh, and now I have to change the quote marks for that. What do y'all think? Boom. All right. And I think that's good. Well, thank you all for coming to stream. I remind you that you are all heroes, and I would like to give you a hero's farewell. Is that how I end stream? What does a hero's farewell mean? Farewell, heroes. My hero's farewell is this. Farewell, heroes. See you next time.